Fog fit, but back again with an absolute thriller at Ibrox. A load of goals, a load of action. St Mirren almost looked like they could have got a point, and then Rangers turned the screw and laid the smackdown with a lot of late goals. But we have to start off where it always seems to start for Rangers. Penalty to Rangers. That's exactly what it's always going to go. Is it a penalty? Yeah. Gogic trips up Raskin. It's on the line. You know, the obsessed will claim their best here to say this isn't a penalty or whatever, but end of the day, it is. Right, we move on. Tav steps up 1-0. No, it isn't, because it's a good save, but it's not the greatest penalty. But you know what? It's not the worst penalty. I've definitely seen worse penalties in this, but again, St Mirren. I thought St Mirren were actually pretty good in this game. I just think as this the second half went on, they did fall apart really. But in terms of the first half, they had a decent couple of chances, and fighting a lot of, putting pressure on Rangers. O'Hara was really good. We'll get to O'Hara a wee bit later on, but it's good build up for Rangers' first goal. The ball goes out to Tavernier, hits it in. Cantwell scores. It takes an age on VAR here to allow the goal. I don't understand, honestly, like what the problem was. Like, why can't they just blow the whistle and go on with it? Because when it's so obvious that it's on, man, it is annoying when you see checks that take this long. It really is. But Rangers, I thought it was just a very lazy performance for Rangers. I mean, I've seen people on Twitter liking it to a pre-season performance, like in terms of like the first half. I feel like, yes, like I've already mentioned, Rangers did step up, especially with the fresh legs and the substitutes. I thought Cantwell had a really good game grabbing this goal. Of course, not his first goal. He scored against Motherwell, and he scored in the other goals. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'm not too sure. But again, really well worked here. Can't complain. But then the O'Hara goal for St Mirren. I mean, it's really piss poor from a Rangers perspective about how we dealt with it defensively, and I think people could be closed down or whatever. But it's an epic finish, man. Like it's a very unique finish. Like you don't really see them very often, but he puts it into the back of the net. The Rangers go in 1-1 at half time. It was avoidable, but you know what? It's one of the goals of the season. It's an epic strike. Can't complain. If you're a St Mirren fan watching that go in, there's a load of St Mirren fans, so fair play to them today, making the short trip for Paisley. But for the big Rangers, Sakala laid the smackdown with a big, beautiful header. I mean, not the weird thing today is though. Rangers, like you looked at the team and had a lot of faith. Really had a lot of faith. What the hell's going on with my computer lead? That's charging the danger. I thought it was about to break there, but aye, it's good to see the likes of Matondo get time, in my opinion. But again, I just feel like with Rangers, there's a lot of the same old. That you just see Lundstrom, and I don't know. It pains me to see Lundstrom in the team. Davies again, I thought was very questionable today. O'Hara gets his second of the game, but Rangers. Let's talk about the Morelos double, shall we? I thought this was brilliant. Cantwell heads a ball, lands at the feet of Alfredo Morelos. Morelos puts it into the back of the net. He makes it 3-2, and you're like, yes. And then you don't even allow time to think. Matondo, I'm happy for Matondo. He grabs himself a wee assist here. I mean, again, it easily looked on, but for some reason, VAR, again, takes about 20 minutes. Do not understand what they were doing here, but again, eventually it gets given. Matondo found Morelos. Morelos, lovely finish. Morelos grabs himself a brace, and he was on for a hat trick, but did he get the hat trick? You'll have to find out, because we get 5 goals. Because guess what? Todd Cantwell makes an epic wee run through the centre of the field, and he then squares it into the back of Scotty to Arfieldy, and Arfield slots it underneath the goalie. 5-2, Rangers win. Absolutely unreal. And absolutely unreal. I mean, Rangers were pissed for large portions of this game defensively. But you know what? They've won 5-2. It was a decent enough comeback after looking like... I thought it was going to be a draw. I really did watching it. But Rangers, they closed the gap to 9 points. Realistically, right? The league's done. The league's done. The league is done. I don't need to say realistically. No, the league is done. Nothing realistic about it. It's finished. It's over. Celtic have won it. It's all about building momentum, and it should be about giving time to players. It was good seeing the likes of Hadji, etc., etc., Leon King. Need to give people the youngsters' chances, and also people in general who are going to be here next year. That's who you need to give a chance to. Like, it's brilliant that Morelos got 2 goals, and I love Morelos, but if he's not going to be here next season, I'd like to see other players get time on the pitch, but that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, that is it for Fog Fitpa. Rangers win 5-2. There's loads of other mad results around the Scottish leagues today. Airdrie beat Falkirk, I believe. Well, the last time I looked, they were beating them. Rangers do, of course, win with Dundee United. Epic result for them. Livy beating St Johnstone as well. And if you look at the Championship, it was the mighty Dundee who fumbled with a free draw. They were getting beat 3-1 by Morton, but you know, hopefully that leaves the door open for Queen's Park. But that is for the review show. I'm not going to spoil too much here. But anyway, folks, until next time, leave your thoughts down below. 7-goal thriller Ibrox, but that's about it.